Hi, my name is Becca Z. Smith. I have been moving for this last week and I'm finally in my new place. This is my new setup. I'm totally excited to start writing. I'm working on my outline right now for NaNoWriMo. That's going well. Getting so close and getting so excited. And I thought it would be a perfect time for my first story time video. This is the story of when I met my first hero, the author Terry Brooks. I was 13 years old. Let's just say I was a little on the nerdy side.
Wonton angel. I mean, where did they get the name? Wonton soup and put it with an angel? I mean, give it up, kids.
That was me at that age, 13, braces, bangs. It was the 80s. Yeah. What's sad is I have a ton more video of that. I was so excited. I found out that Terry Brooks was going to be at the Northgate Mall in Seattle, and I was going to get to meet him. I was going to have him sign all my books, which of course were paperback, because at 13 didn't really understand the concept that usually hard copies are what you give authors to sign. So I was 13, couldn't drive, so my parents had to drive me. We waited in line. I had my stack. I had every single thing he had written of paperback books ready for him to sign. And then as I started looking around in the line, which were all adults by the way, I was the only kid. So I'm looking in line and everyone else has hardbacks and I'm feeling really, really insecure right now. And they only have like one, the one that he was promoting that year, which was third book, I think, in the Magic Kingdom series. So, Wizard at Large. They were all getting that signed, so I felt weird and uncomfortable with a bunch of books, so I quickly, shoved them in my dad's hands and was like, just take these, don't, I'll just take Sword of Shannara. And that was his first book. And so I get up there. I'm so nervous. I've never met anybody that has been a hero, essentially, of mine. This was the writer that I picked. Up until then, whatever they told me to read at school, or a friend, or my parents, which were books that I loved, because I loved reading. But Terry Brooks was the first author that I picked on my own in the bookstore. So I was meeting him, so nervous. I walk up to the table, my mom's standing right next to me, and nothing. I can't speak. Literally just nothing. I'm just sitting there staring at him. And he's like, goes to my mom. He's like, hi, nice to meet you. She's like, oh, no, she's the fan. And so he's like, hello. And I'm like, and then he's trying everything to get me to talk. Oh, did you know that the girl that wrote, that drew the maps for the books is named Becca? And just all these things, and he's being amazing, and I'm just sitting there staring. I can't think of anything to say. I just can't believe that I'm meeting him. And so my mom's all, oh, she's just nervous. And he's like, okay. And so finally he puts up two of his series. He has the Shannara series in one hand and the Magic Kingdom series in the other. And he's like, which series do you like the best? And so I point to the Shannara series. At that point, he'd only written 3. It was Sword of Shannara, Elfstones of Shannara, and Wishsong of Shannara. And he hadn't written one in like 4 or 5 years, which, in kid terms is like forever. So he says to me, what would you say if next year I came out with another Shannara book? I was exploding inside. And so I finally spoke. I finally said something. And I went, no. That's it. No. And I meant, no, really? Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't believe it. But no, just no. And luckily he was amazing. He totally understood why I was nervous. And it was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life, but one of the most wonderful moments of life. And mainly that's because of him. Because he didn't look at me like I was insane, like I was weird, like I was anything. He just knew. Like a fellow nerd to nerd, like he just knew. and that was enough for me. And so that is the story of how I met one of my writing heroes, Terry Brooks. And this was the book that he signed that fateful day, Wizard at Large, to Becca Smith, wishing you the magic in your life that Ben Holiday found in his. Oh my God, I loved it so much. Here is that paperback beat up copy that I had him sign. It doesn't even have a back anymore. I think I read this thing a million times. But I think I've had it taped together. But he signed that too. I think he liked the fact that he saw one of his books thoroughly read. This is the painting I did based on Elfstones of Shannara. That's the Elcrease and Will holding the Elcrease's hand, which is really Amberly. It was so sad. It was so sad. Love the book. Hate the TV show. Hate to say it. I really, really wanted to like it, but I didn't like it. But as you can see, I still have the books. I have all my favorites that he's written. I used to own all of them, like all of them. And if you know Terry Brooks, you know he's written, oh God, I don't even know how many. But I've narrowed it down to my faves. And I keep them above my writing station to inspire me. So if you like this video or any of my other videos, please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.
Look at the cover! I mean, disgusting! But besides the books, you get a free red rose.